Hello. Hello out there to all of you, all of my friends, all of my family. I am I'm at home, but I'm getting ready to go to our local Pride celebration. And I have been I've had the great fortune, been given the great honor to be featured uh, as an artist for this event, and been given some time on stage to read some of my poetry and to speak my mind a little bit. But I realized that probably not many of you will have a chance to be there to hear it, and I will want to be able to share this more widely, especially with my queer friends, with my trans friends. I guess it's a tough time. It's Pride for me is complicated. It's that 1 month of the year where we'll buy anything that has a rainbow stuck to it. It's the 1 month of the year, maybe for some of us, the one day where we're free, to be ourselves, to love who we love, and to look how we look, and not just feel celebrated doing it, but to feel safe. Pride breaks my heart. Pride breaks my heart because there shouldn't be a special month. There shouldn't be a special day for us to be ourselves. We should be free to be ourselves, and look how we look. We should feel celebrated and safe every day of the year, because if you aren't safe, then you aren't free. A lot of people have worked and sacrificed very hard to get us even this month. But there are a lot more people, a lot of powerful people who are working to take that away from us, to crush us, fold us up, and put us back in the closet. And it's easy. It's easy for them to do that. It's easy for them to use us as a distraction or a scapegoat, or just as kindling to throw onto their bonfires of hate. And it's easy because they've convinced the rest of society that we're faceless, that we don't have stories, that we don't have names, and that we aren't people. It was easy for them. But it's only easy for them if we stay hidden. If we stay in the closet. If we stand up, show them our faces, tell our stories, say our names out loud to all of the people around us and in our life, then they won't be able to deny our humanity any longer. And I realize that what I'm asking is a lot. It's scary and dangerous. I have a chance today to read some of my poetry, and before I go, I wanted to share one of the poems that I will read today on stage. And I hope that maybe there's something in it for you, for all of us, so that we can find our strength together and our courage together, because this struggle is going to take all of us. So here's the poem. It's called Song for the Frightened. I woke one morning with beautiful wings, wide, shimmering, delicate things, righteous and shining like diamonds. And I cried when I saw them, silent, shaking sobs, because I pictured them as they would be, fractured and bent, ruined and degraded, because that is what happens. That is what the world does to things that shimmer, things that are too beautiful. That is what happens to the delicate things. They break them. They destroy them, mutilate them, humiliate them, lacerate, incarcerate, and eviscerate them until all that is left is a creeping, hunched, angry shadow of a thing. I've seen it before, seen how they are drawn to the light, those vultures and wolves, those mean-minded and club-fisted mobs. I've seen what they do because they can't stand light, they can't stand beauty. So I cried. I cried from fear. I cried from knowing. I cried because I didn't want to be broken. I cried. I cried when they came for me, cried when they surrounded me, snapping and flapping. I cried for myself, for my beauty, for my delicate wings, for all the others who have been broken, and for all the light consumed by this wickedness, for all the shimmer lost from this world. I cried. I cried until that cry became a scream like a storm, a great and terrible storm, and my voice was the thunder. It was the lightning and the howling winds, and those animals, those savage, hungry, hateful, jealous, cowardly animals fled. They fled as I rose upon shimmering wings, my wings spread wide, beating hurricanes. They fled as my shine grew. My glow, my light, my strength, it grew like the sunrise, searing and hot, and they fled, howling back to their corners and holes. They fled from me and my light and my terrible beauty. Then all was still. All was still, and in the stillness I cried. I cried a song for the frightened. I cried a song for the broken who would never rise with me. I cried because I knew that we are beautiful things and that we aren't so delicate after all. I cried, and my tears fell in a rain of diamonds, righteous and shining. Thank you guys for listening. Happy Pride. I encourage you to be visible, be proud